Okay, for today we are starting we take another, what is this? It's asking me to open all the time. Okay, no problem. This is fractional distillation in a multi-component system. You are all familiar with binary system, right? When you have two components and you have to separate one from one. I think that's what we did under Marketeli method, right? And Lewis-Sorry method. Do you remember? In separation one. But for this term, or for this section, we have fractional distillation in a multi-component system. This is more complex, but I will try as much as possible to break it down for you in the language you will understand. Now, okay, let me use your mark. Now, what is a fractional distillation? What is fractional distillation? And what is a multi-component system? A multi-component system is a system that has up to about maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 components. Let's say in a mixture you have okay, aside this. Okay, let me give you an example before we come back to this. So a multi-component system is a system that contains more than one component. For example, look at this. At the feed section, we have this feed. Initially, most of the time, we always concentrate on the total number of feeds, the distillate, and your what? And your bottom product. The bottom product is a liquid product, right? While your distillate is a what? Is that gaseous component. Now, before, from last separation one, we had just binary mixture. Now you have just a mixture of this separated from this. So remember the illustration I always make between you, both of you. So both of you are inside that bottle. You remember? So it's because both of you are what? Inside the mixture, you are binary mixture. Do you understand? But let's just assume that Erica joined you now. So you are 3 systems. 3 component system. So you are no more binary system. You are what? Multi-component system. And in a multi-component system, it's more complex, removing one component from another. For example, now, both of you now, last year, it's possible for Sarah to say, I'm no more interested in working with you, right? And you can easily eat Sarah up, and Sarah will explode and form the vapor, right? It's because you are just 2. That is the binary system. But in a situation whereby Erica is there, so you need Erica's permission to do anything. I'm just using that one as an example. So multi-component system is more complex, and that is just 3 component system. What if we have 4 component system? You need to use some restraints. So what if we have multi-component where we have more than 3 or 4 components? How do we do that? So, and that is where fractional distillation in a multi-component system comes in. You remember during your kindergarten or grade 1 or grade 2, K1 or K2 or whatever it is, you always have fraction. Say 1/3, 3/this, which one is greater than this? That's fraction, right? That's a fraction of the system. So let me use this as an example, because you need to understand the basis before you can answer any question regarding this. Now, let's look at fractional recovery. In a situation whereby you have 4 components or 3 components, like Erica, Debika, and Sarah. Okay, is it Venera what? Aha, she has joined you now. So you have a 4 component system. And you want to recover, let's say you want to recover Erica, for example, right? So this would be a fractional recovery, because a fraction of this component is being recovered. And in that instance, the issue is that Erica wants to go. Maybe she is hungry. You understand? And he still wants to stay in this class. So a part of him will go, while a part of him will stay. Like some of you were in class, you are not in this class. You are just sitting there. You might say, what was the last thing I said? You won't say anything. So part of you is here, and part of you is what? Is out of this class. So the same thing applicable to this. That let's assume that we have a fractional recovery in this component. Inside this component, I only want to use this one as an example. You have 50 balls. We have 20 red balls, 10 green balls, 10 blue balls, 5 purple, and 5 yellow. And under this one, we want to recover as much as possible from the red balls. So can you get as many red balls as much as possible from this 50? It's more or less like, I don't know if you have ever watched this, what's the name, this game before. I think in China or Japan. They will drop you inside, maybe from, I don't know how they do it, they will drop you inside, is it balls or maybe different cheese ball or whatever it is. And they will ask you to what? To carry as much as possible from it, and they will hang you up. So whatever you get is what? Is your own. So the same thing applicable to you. And don't forget, even if they put you inside that what? Inside that system, you can't carry everything. There will still be some remaining. So what we are saying in essence is that, let's say we ask you to remove as much as possible from this, I mean red balls. Your hands is no more than this. You understand? You can only carry what your hand can what? Can accommodate. So let's say Mr. Hay dip his hand inside this jar. And at the end of the day, he was able to pick 12 red balls. Because that is our target product, right? So these 12 red balls, a fractional recovery of this red balls color is what? 12 divided by 20, not 12 divided by 50. So now, if you want to get the fractional recovery of red balls now, it's now 60%. That is what? 12 divided by 20. And so fractional recovery in distillation process works the same way. But now, we have either liquid or what? Or gas mixture. So this is the same way fractional recovery works. Let me give you an example. Okay, before we move into that. So in fractional recovery, we have different kinds of what? Of components. Those components we call that component key. So now, 4 of you now, let's say you are multi-component now. So this is Erica key, Rebecca key, Sarah key, and General key. Do you understand? But all of you, as you are seated, some of you are light key, and what? And heavier key. Let's say the one with who is more muscular, like Venera is more muscular than all of you, right? That is the heavier key. Sorry for please.
No, it's understand.
You understand? So I'm more muscular too. So I'm just trying for you to understand. So let's say I joined you, and I am the more muscular. So I join you now. We have 5, right? So I'm the heavier key here. Let's say Erica is the light key, or let's say you are the light key, according to our height, for example. Do you understand? So the same thing applicable to what? To a multi-component system. We have the light key and we have the heavier key. And how do you identify the light key? How do you identify the heavier key? So the heavier key is the one with what? Sorry, the low key is the one with lower boiling points. And the heavier key, the low key is the light key, or the low key is the one that is more volatile. So by the time we heat this system up, the first person to jump up is a what? Is a light key. An example is this. Let's just assume that something happened outside. Maybe there is a bomb outside. Boom. What happened? The lights, those with lighter body, it's easy for them to what? To fly out. And for someone who is not as lighter as I do, it will take a time. It will take maybe 5 or 6 times, maybe 6 minutes before the person goes out. The same thing applicable to this. So when we have the low key or the light key is the one that is more volatile. But the heavier key is the one that is what? That is less volatile. So I want to ask you a question now. When we have the low key and the high key, So we have Mr. A. Let me not use you as an example before you get offended. A, B, C, D, E. Inside this is a component of a feed system, right? So let's assume that this one has the boiling point of what? Minus 40 degrees C. This one, the boiling point of, let's say, 20 degrees C. This one has the boiling point of minus 5 degrees C. This one has the boiling point of 50 degrees C. This one, the boiling point is at 30 degrees C. And now, don't forget, in fractional recovery, we always have the targeted products. For example, in the case of Erica now, let's say Erica is a targeted product, right? So it doesn't matter if the targeted product is light key or low key. The most important thing is that this is a targeted product. So now we'll now check the what's the name? We now check the, okay, let me start from here. Okay, from here, can you tell me which one is more lighter? From here, based on the boiling point. D. So this one is a light key. Do we agree with her?
D.
D here?
Yeah.
50 degrees C. Are you sure?
Most oh no,
But,
we don't. So wait, sorry,
Bambi,
I confused myself.
which one has the lowest boiling point?
C.
C. So this is what? Sorry. This is light key, right? Light key 1.
Wait, no, would it be 8 minus 40?
40. So between minus 5 and minus 40, which is more volatile?
I didn't realise there were minuses.
Huh?
I didn't realise there were minuses.
Which one is more volatile? Is it minus? Okay. When you have a temperature of minus 5 and minus 40, which one is more colder? Please say it with confidence. Huh? Is it minus 40 or minus 5? Simeon, are you here? Or we should make you fractional recovery. Do you understand what we are saying here? Okay, which one has the lowest boiling point here? Is it minus 5 or minus 40?
Minus 40.
Okay, minus 40. So this is lighter key 1, lighter key 2. But both of this and this, we can say this is what? Heavy key. Heavy what? Heavy key. You understand? Okay, yeah. This one, D2, is an heavy key. But let's assume that in this system, our target is to remove just this and this. So that is, we want to remove separate A and D from this system. So now that we want to separate A and D from this system, this is our light key, and these are what? These are heavy key. But this one turns to what? Non-heavy key. Non-heavy key. So all these are not what? The component of interest. So we make it non-key. So this one turns to non-key, non-key and non-key. So if Erica and Venera had what? A component of interest, so two of you become what? Non-key. It doesn't matter your weight. And this one become what? Become the either light key or the what? Or the heavier key. So because they are the targeted product. The reason why I'm using this example is because you may find that difficult when I give you a question. Because you need to be able to, because if you're unable to categorize this one as heavy key and non-key, you won't be able to do anything in the question. That's the issue. So you need to understand it. So I'm sorry if I'm using this as an example, but at least you remember, right? Last year you remember I used you. So please don't be annoyed. I'm with you.
What is the point where, is there a transition point where the boiling point will determine whether it's a low key or a heavy key? What is the number?
Okay, this is what we do. There are two ways you can determine which one is high key or the low key. You will either use their partial pressure, or you use their volatility, or use their boiling point. So like last year, I gave them partial pressure to determine which one is the light key or the low key. But don't worry, I will explain everything to you. So either I use partial pressure or anything, you'll be able to answer the question, so it's not an issue. Any other question, please? Afia, are you okay? Are you sure? Now, so let me repeat this again. In fractional distillation, we have light key, and we have what? Heavy key, and we have what? Non-key. For the light key, the reason why we call it light key is that it's a targeted product or targeted component with low boiling point. The reason why we call this one heavy key is because it's a targeted product with high boiling point. The reason why we call this one non-key is because we don't want to know the boiling point. Either it's higher boiling point or lower boiling point. In as much as it is not part of our what, it's not the targeted product, then we call it non-key. Do you understand me now? Come on. You understand? So light key component with lower boiling point or more volatile, and it is the main target for separation, can be recovered at the top of the column distillate. Because this is light, it will be on this distillate. Do you understand? And this one now, we have the high key component. This is a component with higher boiling point, and it's also the main target for separation. But this one can be recovered at the bottom of the column, so it's concentrated in liquid what? In liquid phase. Am I? Are you in this class? Do you understand? Where is Calcero? It's not here? My regards to him. So now we have what? The non-key component non-targeted for separation. And a non-key could have low boiling point, and it could have what? High boiling point. Do we understand that? So once it is light key, it will be recovered as what? Distillate. Once it is low key, it will be recovered as what? This bottom. It's more complex, or you need to understand the fundamentals, at least for you able to be able to answer this question. That's the reason why I'm taking my time here.
So then the other way around, where the low key is at the top and the high key is at the
Yeah, low key should be at the top, irrespective of if it is targeted or non-targeted. Do we understand?
I have a question about this diagram. So you know the top says A, B, C, D, and the bottom says B, C, D. Is that because we've got B, C, D at the top and bottom?
Okay, good. Okay, don't forget about this. You know why? Because we don't have any components here. So if we have any component, at least I will now tell you that, okay, this is ethylene glycol, this is this and that and that. Do you understand that? So let's move, maybe once we get to area where we have different, the name, the rename, then it will be easy for you to understand. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what is fractional recovery? I won't ask you what is fractional recovery, but you need to understand. Fractional recovery is a measure of how much of a specific component high in a mixture is recovered in a particular product stream. So in distillation, the product streams are typically the distillates. So the vapor or lighter fraction, and the bottom, the liquid or heavier fractions. So fractional recovery shows the portion of component I that ends up in either the distillate or what? Or the bottom, relative to the what? Amount of the original fluid. Now, this is the formula. This is very simple. Very, very, very simple. But you need to understand the component, the concept. Because it's easy to get confused when you start, how is this one? You need to bring a talent to
I don't bring it.
because you gave us this.
You're using the wrong side.
Okay, the other side.
You're using it backwards.
Oh, maybe not.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
I'll get some.
Using almost mine. So I will try and explain for you to understand because this is so complex if you're not careful. So let's give an example. Look at this. The formula for fractional recovery of a component high in the distillate is more like you have you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the components, right? You want to remove this from here. That is, let's say 1 over what? 1 over 5 or whatever it is. Okay, these are the pens, right? They have the same characteristics. This is another one different. This is another one different. And we want to do fractional recovery of the what? Of the pen alone. What happens? We will remove this pen. That is 1 divided by what? 2 multiplied by 100. That's the fractional recovery. Do you understand? Because all these they have the same characteristics, right? It's the same component. Then we take, let's say we take 1 out of 2. That is 2 over what? 1 over 2. So that's fractional recovery. Oh, thank you. Now you gave us the problem and the solution. Thank you. Okay, split. Thank you. So now, if we want to get a fractional recovery, for example, of distillate, this is distillate multiplied by the what? Percentage, right? Divided by what? Feed. Multiply the percentage of this distillate. Sorry, the percentage of this what's the name? This fraction in the feed stream. You may not understand it now until we start solving different questions. So I just want you to understand. You know D is the distillate, XD is the what? Mole fraction in the of component I in the distillate, F is the flow rate of the feed, and Z is the mole fraction of component in the feed. So that is the fractional recovery in the what? In the distillate stream. What about if you want to calculate the fractional recovery of component high in the bottom stream? So that's this is the flow rate of the bottom product multiplied by what? The mole fraction of the component I in the bottom product. Then we have the F multiplied by the mole fraction in the feed. How do I explain this? Okay, now let me give you an example. Can we still use this? Because you need to understand this. Let's assume that, okay, we've been using Erica, you understand, as the targeted product. Vanilla 2 as targeted product. Let's assume we want to determine the fractional recovery at the distillate. The reason why we say is the distillate is because fractional recovery of the light key, right? Which is Erica. Let's say out of the composition of Erica, for example, that will form at the distillate, let's say it's 20%. So the O value feed, the feed flow rate of Erica, let's say is 150. But the percentage, if we eat this place up, this line up, the percentage of Erica that will vaporize, let's say is 30. You understand? 30%. That is 0.3. So the numerator here will be 0.3 multiplied by what? 150. Divided by all of you. This is 150 feet stream. Let's say you are 100, right? That is 250. You are 100. That is what? 350. You are 50. This is 300. Is it 400? That's 400. So that would be 400. That would be 400. That's the denominator multiplied by, we are seeing on Erica. What is the percentage of Erica in the feed stream? Let's say from here to, that would be 150 divided by 400. Do you understand now? So I'm just trying to use a normal scenario for you to understand. Right? Hello? Do you understand? So the same thing applicable to this, then we can use Venera as what? As a bottom string, right? So it's as simple as that. So in summary, fractional recovery helps quantify how much of each component from the feed stream ends up in either the distillate or what? Or bottom. So the formula provided above allow us to calculate the fractional recovery based on what? Flow rate and what? Composition. When we say composition, it's more or less like percentage, right? Then the relationship between the distillate and bottom recovery show that they had up to what? 1. That is unity. So it reflects what? Full separation across both streams. But it's impossible most of the time to have 1 because of different issues with the system. You cannot have a perfect system. So now let's go back to what I light here again. So the components that have their distillate and the bottom composition specified are known as what? Key components. So the most volatile of the key component is what? Light key. So the key component here is now what? Erica and what? Venera. So both of you are non-components. So I'm not irrespective of your what? Of your boiling point. So you are NK. Erica is what? LK. Venera is what? HK. Do you understand now? Because failure starts from here. Once you categorize it wrongly, you will get the whole question wrong. And that's 30 marks. The more reason why I'm taking my time to explain this. Please, if you don't understand, let me know. I will try everything for you to understand. Hello, this is your time. Now, the least volatile of the key component is termed the heavy key. That is what? HK. Then we have the non-key. So all other components not specified in the distillate or bottom are termed non-keys. Then if a non-key component is more volatile than the light key, then it's termed light non-key. Like the baker, you are light non-keys. And Sarah, you are heavy non-key. That is if you are heavy than her. So, if a non-key component is less volatile than the heavy key, it is a heavy non-key. So, if a non-key component is neither a heavy non-key, or a light non-key, then it is an intermediate non-key, INK. But for this course, we will not go into this. Split of non-keys. Is it difficult? It's not difficult, right? So splits of non-key components. In distillation, non-key component refers to what? The component in mixture that are neither the most volatile nor the least volatile. So how these non-key components are split between the distillate and non-distillate and non-bottom stream depend on the separation process. Now, back to your question. What's the name?
Joseph.
Okay, Joseph. Yeah, this is right. We have C here and we have C here. It's because this non-key is splitted between the what? Distillate and non-distillate. You won't understand it now until we start having values. So we can actually have C here and have C here also. Because they are what? They are non-keys. Right?
So, sorry, so because it appears on both streams,
yeah,
it's just non-key, whereas A only appears on the top stream, so it's a light non-key.
Wait, let me repeat. I use the example of Erica.
Yeah.
It's only 30% of Erica that what? That vaporized. So 30% will be here. The remaining 70%, where is it? Here. So you see Erica.
Yeah.
Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Erica, you should understand this, so because you are the targeted component here in this class today. Do you understand? Are you sure? Are you okay with using it as an example? You're okay? Please, you're okay. Let me know. You're not okay. Let me know. I only want you to understand. So, because if you don't use what is here, it's impossible for us to understand. So that is where I'm trying to see how I can. So we can have a split most of the time because part of this is being vaporized and part is what? is still in the liquid form. So that is the reason we have this split of C and C here. So this is one of the multi-component system is one of the most difficult distillation process to explain. So you need to calm down for you to understand. Now we have type of splits for a non-key component. It's possible I asked this in the exam. That is a difference between non-sharp splits, non-distributor of non-keys, and split distributor. It's possible. This slide is very important. Please, you can start it. Please don't disturb me in the class. Okay, good. They are calling you regarding your practical. So we have one can have two types of situation concerning split of the non-key component. The non-key component here is what? C, right? So we can have a split of C and C here. And this is a situation. Don't worry, just calm down, you understand it. So a sharp split, non-distribution of non-key. So in a sharp split, non-key components are directed almost entirely to one stream, either distillate or bottom. So with minimal distribution in the other stream. This happens when the distillation process is very effective, such that each component is separated almost exactly according to its volatility. Non-key components are either fully removed in the distillate or retained in the bottom. So what you are saying in essence is this. Erica, normally, once we eat this system up, 100% of Erica should vaporize. So it means Erica will be only in the distillation. Sorry, only remain here at the distillate. Because there's effective what? Separation. But because not all of Erica could what? Evaporate. So that was the reason why we have C and C, for example, or B and P. So in a situation where we have a sharp split, it means we have effective what? Separation process. So it means like from this example of bulbs, it means our target here is to remove 20 bulbs. It means all of these 20 bulbs will be removed immediately. So none is remaining. So if you want to use this one as an example in distillation process, it means this 12 will be at the what? Distillate, right? So the remaining 20 minus 12, that's 8, will be at the distillate. Do you understand? But in a situation where we are able to get all of these 20 red bulbs out, it means none is remaining here. That is 20 divided by 20, multiplied by 100. That's 100% separation process. But in most instances, it's not possible. You can have 100% separation at times because you might have maybe different impurities and the rest like that. So that is what I'm trying to explain here. That when you have a sharp split, it means all of the components of interest is being recovered. So other component, for example, now if our component of interest is Venera, which is in liquid form, so it means if Venera is 50, the feed flow rate is 50, all of the 50 will be what? Recovered at the bottom. It's still a sharp split. Do you understand now? So I can either recover Erica as a distillate or recover Venera as a what? As a liquid. But in situation where not all of Venera is evaporate, what happened? We have what? This second one, split distribution. So one is remaining and one is going out. Do you understand now? So that is what we call split distribution. So the difference between shaft split and split distribution of non-key is that in shaft split, almost all the what? All the components are being recovered in a particular stream. But in a split distribution, it means only part of the what? Of the component is being what? Is being recovered at under one stream, while the rest is still what? Is still remaining here. That is what we call split distribution of non-keys. Do we understand that? So for this one now, in a split scenario, non-key components are partially distributed between the distillate and what? And bottle. Do you understand? See, somehow.
Yeah.
But we need to calm down. That is why I'm taking my time. I know some of you already you understand everything, but because of some of us are slow learner, so I'm slow learner too. So I need to repeat for you to understand. See me? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure? The way you are looking as if you are hungry. Are you okay? So now, determination of the keys, low key and high key, and the non-keys. The important thing here is that if I give you a question, you should be able to identify what is a low key and a high key. Because if you are unable to identify which one is a low key or high key, then you will start eating the leaves of your pen because you will not be able to do anything. So please listen. So the classification of component in a multi-component distillation can be determined by their relative volatility. So the one that is more volatile is the what? Is a light key. The one that is less volatile is a what? Is a non-key. And remember, is a heavy key. Remember last year, I think I taught you volatility. Do you remember? And volatility is represented by, do you remember like this? Sorry for some of you that just come. So this is symbol for volatility, right? You remember that question when volatility is maybe 1.5? You remember that? Okay, let me give an example. If, let's say volatility is 1.2 and one is 1.5, which one is more volatile? If we have a volatility, relative volatility, 1 to the what? Let's say this is A and this is B. Which one is more volatile? One is 1.2, the other one is 1.5. We did that last year. Which one? Don't worry, it doesn't concern you because you are not in the class. Or if you can answer, you can answer. It's A that is more volatile. It wasn't in this class, so I want to hear from you. My friend, you are gentle today. What happened? Hello? Please be here.
Oh, yeah,
I want the sharp
the closer the relative.
So make sure you are here. So, between this and this, which one is more volatile? Based on what we did last year. For some of you had 70, you had 75, you had 8, so you just evaporate everything like that. I have no insurance. Which one is more volatile? No, it's confidence. 1.5. So you are going with him, right? Afia, which one is more volatile? A or B? It's very important. I can give you this in the exam. Maybe to use as a criteria to determine non-volatile, like AVK. Which one? B is more volatile. Why? Then we are comparing, yeah? And with you. It depends on what? If it's relative?
Relative to what you're.
Okay. Let's assume we have this value. Sure, 1.5, the higher the value. No. You see 1.5, 1.2? You're confusing yourself. It's 1.5, I want to remember something. Okay, let's go back to last year class, right? And let's check. We need to be sure.
Remember, the closer it is to 1, the less
Okay. Let's check this together.
Basically,
What's the time now? Okay,
Okay,
2.
just go on quarter to.
Okay, good. I think this class is from 2 to what?
4.
2 to 4. Okay. So, okay, let me check. Has separation 1. I don't know what
This one used to be real high.
I remember those.
I remember taking
No,
separation
actually,
track.
yeah,
Yeah, which means that their ratio is 1.
Just a really very slide.
Because it's 1 to 1. Means their volatility
This
is
is a really tough.
like, yes, it's been 2 years, that's the problem.
I think you did volatility too, but I saw it in your
We did,
lessons.
yeah, we did 2 years ago.
It's 2 years. It's been a long time.
I've slept since
Calculation. Especially this calculation.
Aha, I think this is what.
Calculate.
Yeah, the higher the number, the higher the volatility. That's right. Because most time it's often confused with boiling points.
It's to do with the ratio of how close their volatilities are. So the higher the number, the further their volatilities are apart.
Yeah, because it's relative
Yes, the ratio
volatility.
relative to what
It's
is
all
left.
calculation.
Okay. I think we can arrive at a point like that. So 1.5 is more volatile than, that is if you have AB, BA. So let's continue, because we need to spend the remaining 1/2 for calculation. So now relative volatility, you know, is defined as the ratio of the K values. That's a partial pressure for 2 components, which is trivial for a binary system. So now, in order to use relative volatility in multi-components, then we need to choose a reference component and divide all other component volatility with respect to the reference component. So that's the reason why we have relative volatility, relative, when you are comparing 2. So for example, now if you want to compare the volatility of 4 of them, it's relative volatility. But if we are considering only the volatility of 1 person, then it means what? That's a single volatility. So relative, then it's just comparison. So the relative volatility for the reference component of this chord will be what? 1. So we can then divide relative volatility using equilibrium coefficient K value for each component. So now we will not do this, but I think last year I used I gave them based on equilibrium coefficients. But the choice of the reference component depends upon the problem. But in general, it will be the every component system. Let's go at that now. This is just okay. Let's look at this. So let's do this together. This is just the beginning. So consider a distillation column. So I want it row by row. The answer based on row. Consider a distillation column that separates a mixture containing the following components. We have propane, we have N-butane, we have N-pentane, and we have N-hexane. All this is present inside a feed. So now the distillation column is designed to achieve specific recoveries for N-butane and N-pentane. So it means N-butane and N-pentane is our what? Targeted components. Now, we need to determine which one is a light component. Now, when you look at this, you will discover that they didn't give us their relative volatility for each, right? The boiling point not given, right? Or how do we distinguish between which one of these is the what? Light component or heavy component? If you are in this situation, then you will solve it based on molecular weights. Do we understand now? So we can actually distinguish between heavy key and light key based on relative volatility, right? Secondly, we can use based on what? Boiling point. You remember? We can distinguish between them based on partial equilibrium constant and also based on what? Molecular weight. So there are four criteria, or there are four quality characteristics we can use to determine which one is a light key. We can use either the molecular weight, the partial pressure, the boiling point, or the relative volatility. Please note this. In the exam, I can give you based on molecular weight, but I will not tell you it's molecular weight. Once you didn't see boiling point, once I didn't give you partial pressure, once I didn't give you relative volatility, just know that it's molecular weight. Because if you're unable to identify this, that question is wasted. You'll not be able to do anything. And this question will be in part A of the exam. So it's a compulsory question. So once you are unable to do it, then there's a problem.
This year, do we have any optional questions?
Yeah, we have optional questions. I think last time did we have optional questions? Sure. But you know, this for separation 2, it will be tough. The reason why I say it will be tough is that we have so many topics that are tough topics. So you need to buckle up. I'm not trying to make you to become afraid. Just calm down. But make sure that you understand this very well. And don't keep on accumulating all this. Once you finish one class, even if it's 1 hour, go through it. All the important points I made, we have about 23 slides for this. There are not many slides here. But make sure you start those important slides. That will help you some weeks to the exam. But if everything keeps accumulating, that is the reason some of you started getting in during the exam. Because from now on, start preparing for the exam. Don't wait until. And another issue is that last time you have term here, term 1 and term 2, right? But this time is different. Everything is in a single term. So click and please start preparing now. Before you know it, December is here. And by December, by January, you start preparing for the exam. I think you are aware of that? The exam is January. So this is September is gone. We have October, November, and part of December. So in December, there are many distractions. So make sure whatever you prepare for the exam, start from now. I'm only begging you, right? For some of you, really disturbed me during the last exam. So just don't call me a week to the exam if it's not something important. Huh? So because a week to the exam, I expect you to have prepared. So if I thought you want to call me, oh, hola, I tried this question, this is my answer. Can you check it for me? Then I know you are prepared for the exam. So that's that. Do you have any other question, please? Is it Bamvik? I forgot it. Is it Bamvik or Jamvik? Bamvik. Bamvik. Okay, good.
Compressed and running 22.
Okay, now let's now assume that apart from using the molecular weight, let's now use the boiling point. Now, based on this, can someone categorize this for me? Babi, can you try this for me? Propane. Is it heavy or non-key? Hey, you better face front. Face front. This is very important though. Or you will ask him during the exam. I know he won't answer you. So face front. So which one? See, we have our targeted product is what? N-butane and N-pentane, right? So from here, based on the boiling point, what is propane? Is it HK or LK or NHK or NLK? Huh? No, talk to me. You are getting it now. It's what? It's light key. Yeah, we know it's light key. Is it non-key or a key component? No. Because our key component is N-butene and N-pentene. So it means N-butene, butane rather, and N-pentene. All this is a component, main target component. It means this one is non-key, irrespective of the boiling point. And N-hexane is what? Non-key also. So most times my advice is that focus more on which one is the targeted product first. So if the targeted product is what? N-butane and N-pentane, just leave it for now. Look at the one, this audience, the spectator. The spectator, we have propane, that's NK, right? Then N-hexane, that is what? NK also. That is non-key. Then now, back to this. We have N-pentane and one N-butane. Which one is the light key and which one is the heavy key?
Butane is the low key.
You said what?
Butane is low key. Light
Yeah, butane is light key. The N-pentane is what?
key.
High key. So it means if you want to categorize this one now, we have key components and we have non-key components. Non-key component we have what? Propane and what? N-hexane. While key components we have what? N-butane and N-pentane. So N-butane is a what? Low key or light key. While N-pentane is a what? Heavy key. Right? Propane is our non-key, we know. N-hexane is also our non-key. But propane, when you look at it very well, is a what? Is a light non-key. Right? While N-hexane is a what? Heavy non-key. Do you understand that? That is the reason why I started from bulbs, because I know it's somewhat confusing. If you are not careful, it's difficult to teach these multi-components. So you need to calm down for you to understand. I need to teach you like a kindergarten student for you to understand. And that's how it is. So your success starts from here for this question. Once you're able to categorize it, I think that's 4 marks or 5 marks. And that's good. Then, now let's look at this exercise. Then I will give you last year question as assignments. And I want it submitted. Very important. Maybe later, not now. Once you finish this, so I will give you last year question as assignment. And I want it submitted before next class. Can we do that? Do we all agree to this?
How do you want it submitted, like an email, or is it just write it down?
What should I do? Yeah, send it as an email. The email hey, my email is in trouble. Let me no. I want it submitted. You have to write it and send the picture to my teams. That will be better. It'll be easy for me. So send it through Teams, not through email, because I have plenty of them and I may not be able to check on them. So you can send it to my Teams and I'll be able to check. So if you like, don't do it though. If you like, it's not compulsory. But I strongly advise that you do it. So now let's look at this question. Consider a multi-component mixture and their normal boiling point as presented in its table. So we wish to create a distillate that contains 65% of P and a bottom product that contains 75% of F. So we wish to create a distillate that contains 65% of Erica and a bottom product that contains 75% of Venera. Please don't be annoyed. And now, identify each component. Light key, low, okay. At times you can call it low key or light key. So light key, light non-key, high non-key, and non-key. Can we do this together? Can we solve that? Row by row. So I want to answer from this row, one single answer from this row, and one single answer from this row. And for my friends, I want one answer from this. It means I want you to work as a group. Can we do that in 5 minutes? Afia, work with Bavik and so I want just a single solution. So work together. I need just a single. So Simeon, please work together with my friend. What's your name again? Sarajay. Sarajay. Okay, Sarajay. Okay, I have a friend like that. Sarajay. Okay. I have a friend like that. Do you have any brother in Bath? University of Bath?
Yeah.
You look alike and you hear the same
No, it's
name.
just weird.
Oh, who is this? Okay, I'm expecting. Once you are done, let me know.
Yes, if the non-key is less volatile than the heavy key,
Yeah.
and then the heavy key.
And then this question. So last year they would do it for every single component.
Every single one.
Do you remember last year? The distillation. And then they have one component coming from up, one from bottom. Like this year, you're going to do it for every single component. They could do one single question. It's the same thing. It's like F, E plus P. And then I'm really close. This one simultaneously with the answer to the end.
It's only week 2.
D got
No, that's not hard. I literally can't that.
Which are every component.
But it's for what? No, example this, the separation. Safety is.
Let's go for
Process
this.
safety is a material.
Today's.
Oh, my brain, right. Process safety is like performance finance. This was an exam, and this was an exam.
This is the
Yeah.
You've got that.
So that's 2 exams.
And the professional skills.
I would jinx that.
That's it.
It's 15 credits at one side.
Okay, let's see. Do you have a common answer?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in a weird order.
Just wait. Okay. Coming back. Okay. Do you have a common answer here? It's not.
Yeah.
Common answer.
To be fair, this is not in my second.
I think
Safe.
so.
I'm not
So
going
it's
to
a plus.
We can split it.
Okay, how confident are you with this answer?
It's too good.
Huh? Are you confident that it's the right answer? So let's look at this together. Okay, for this, we have our targeted product. To make it easy for you, hello? To make it easy for you, focus more on the targeted product first. Our targeted product is what? B and F. So B, F, we'll strike it out, right? Let it stay in one place first. It means A is non-key, right? C is non-key, right? E is non-key. Let it stay one side. So we have B and we have F. B and F, they are what? Targets, key components, right? Right? So when you look at B and F, the boiling point of B is 31.8. While that of F is what? 39.5. Which one is more volatile?
B.
B. Are you sure?
Yeah.
B is more volatile.
Yeah.
The one that has higher boiling points is heavy key, right? Lower boiling for light key. So this one is what? Light key. And this one is what? Heavy key. Is that clear? Then we have A, we have C, and we have E remaining, right?
D.
Is it D?
Yeah, you missed it.
Okay. D.
And
Thank you. A, C, D, and we have E, right? All these are what? NK. A, the boiling point is what? 30. C, 34. D, 36. And E, 37. The solution is balanced. So this one has is what? Light non-key. Light non-key. So which one should we make heavy key? So we can make the this is light key. This is also light key also. We can also just make this one heavy key, heavy key. That is the reason why you don't need to use NK. Just make it all NK.
Yeah, as I say, they're just not
Just make all of them NK. Because there are more than 4, or there are more than 3, or there are more than 2, so it's difficult for you to see this one is light key. Just make everything non-key. And what? Key component. And to make it easy for you in the exam, just make it like tabular form, so it'll be easy for me to mark.
Wait, so we don't have to identify if it's a light non-key? Or, oh, sorry, wait, hang on. Did you say that A was a light non-key and the rest of them were just non-key?
No. Just don't put either lights.
But why?
Reason is that we have more than 3.
Okay.
You understand? Because it's easy to say this is heavy key and light key when you have just 2.
When you described it before, you said anything that's lighter than your key component is a light non-key.
Okay.
Yeah? And then everything that's in the middle would be
Thank
then
you.
non-key.
It means this one is what? 31.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which means A is
So
lighter.
anything that is above 31 is heavy key.
Yeah.
Because this one is, please listen and listen well. Thank you for reminding me. Thank God. You make their work difficult. So we have 31.8. Don't forget 31.8 is our what? Light key. So anywhere you see a component that is more than 31.8 is heavy key. So when you look at this one now, it's 30, right? So it's light key, right? So this 34, 36, 37, they are all what? Heavy non-key. So only this one
Are they?
is light non-key.
Are they heavy non-key?
You say what?
Are they heavy non-key? Because they're not heavier than your heavy key.
No, the most important thing is just that you can just look at the first one first. This one is the most important one. Because wait, this one is 39. So you can call this one light key.
Or can you call it non-key? Just non-key, because it's not heavier than your heavy key.
Isn't it
Does that make sense?
basically?
But we are saying non-key. So it's within non-key.
You know, so what I'm saying is C, D, and E.
Okay.
Because they're not heavier than your heavy key.
Okay.
You just label them.
Don't worry, to make it easy for you in the exam. In the exam, I will just say identify LK, HK, and NK. That's all.
That's fine.
I think we are okay with that, right? So, any question before we move forward? Please, if you don't understand, before you leave this class, I will wait for you, make sure you understand. I know what I'm saying. Because it's easy now, right? By the time you get to the four corner of your house, OYO, or your own, and if you don't have any friends to call here, so make sure you understand now. So I'm your friend here. So if you don't understand, let me know now. Because it will be difficult for you to proceed without understanding this part.
I mean, they are in the non-key. That's great. It's just if you want to be more specific.
This is, I think this is Suka. Is this Suka question? This is not my question. I think that, okay, this is Suka question, not my question. But I will give you my question, I mean, last year question as assignment. But this is, I think, 2023 questions. So let's look at this. Consider distillation column with the following three components. Maintain or we don't need this. So I think we already. Okay, let's look at this. So this is a mixture of what we did last year and now. Please listen and listen. We should be serious now. We need to be serious. Please, it's not my. I won't be happy if any of you failed, because I tried as much as possible last year not to allow anybody to fail. But please and please, because if you don't write anything, there's little I can do, right? So please, start from now. I know what I'm saying. You know how much you paid before coming here. Please, you paid nothing. Then fail, please. So if you pay nothing, you can fail. But the price of failure is not about the money. What about the efforts? And even if you pay nothing, please, I pay something.
Yeah.
Because see, I'm paying my salary. So let's look at this. Why are you laughing? A mixture of N-hexane, N-heptane, and octane flow in a multi-component distillation system. I don't think the solution is not here. Yes, please. Let's do it together here. What's the time now? Okay, we still have time. Okay. Let's see this distillation. So we have our point of entry here. Feed. This one contains what? N-hexane, N-heptane, and octane. Sorry, where is Samuel? Is Samuel in this class? So this one, this are the feed components, right? It says, okay, flow, F equals to what? 100 kilomole, okay, it's mole. Mole per hour. Sure, we have a distillate here. We have a distillate here. And we have a what? we have a bottom product here. So now, a mix has 33 N-hexane, 37 N-heptane, and 30% of octane. So for N-hexane, it's 33. That's 0.3, right? Then that's the mole fraction, 0.3. Then for N-hexane, 37, that's 0.37. The N-octane contains 30%, that's 0.3, right? That's the composition of our what? Of our feed stream. Is that clear? Then the next one says the expected distillate product has 0.01 mole fraction in heptane. So expected distillate. The distillate has so it means N-hexane in the distillate is what? 0.01 mole fraction of the N-heptane, sorry. N-heptane. Okay, next one. And bottom product has 0.01 mole fraction N-hexane. N-hexane. That is what's in the bottom product. So this is B. That is 0.01. Assume there is no N-octane in the distillate. That is the sharp split. So there is no N-octane in the distillate. So N-octane is 0. So it means we have N-octane here. So boiling point and values are given in the following table. The boiling point and K values. So the first question says identify the light key and heavy key and let's just say non-key for the system. Can someone do that for us?
Hexane is light key.
You said what?
Hexane is light key.
X what?
Hexane is
X.
light
Okay, is the what?
light key
Why?
because it's 99% in the distillate and the boiling point is the lowest.
Are you sure?
Hexane, yeah.
Do we have contrary opinion to that? Sarah? Are you here? What's your opinion to this? Okay.
High percentage of low
Okay. You sure?
No, that's right.
Simeon? I should be the one. Okay, don't worry. What's your opinion to this?
Hexane is the light.
Okay, let's start from here. What are the targeted products?
Hexane and heptane.
Good. So it means octane, N-octane is what? Non-key. Right? We don't want to know if the boiling point is high or the boiling point is what? Slow. Right? So we have N-hexane and N-heptane. So any of these could be light key or what? Heavy key, right? So now between N-hexane and N-heptane, which one is the light key and why? N-hexane. Why?
That's the lower burn.
Lower boiling point. Okay.
Higher relative volatility.
No, there's no volatility there. And the K high, that's the equilibrium constant is what? Is I. Now, boiling point is inversely proportional to equilibrium constants. So if I give you in the exam, I may not give you boiling points. I may give you equilibrium constant.
Isn't that relative volatility?
Is it relative volatility?
Okay.
K high. K high value. It's not. I think K is equilibrium. I think I mentioned it here.
So, yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Is equilibrium coefficient value. So the equilibrium coefficient value K, the higher the equilibrium coefficient value K, the higher the volatility, and the better it is for as a light key. So I may not give you the boiling point in the exam, I may actually give you just K high. So once you see the one with the higher, what's the name? With the higher equilibrium constant, then this one is a light key. So is a light key, and this is a what? Is a non key. But is a heavy key. But to make it easy for you, that is the reason why I give you both the boiling point and the K high. Is that clear now? So now we all agree that N hexane is a LK, while HK is what? N hexane. Is that clear? Aiba. Aha, I got it right? Yeah, what's the correct pronunciation? I want to get your name right, and it's like you are not happy.
I don't mind. You can say whatever you want.
So you already accepted me.
Yeah.
Okay, please. So now, so we all agree for this one now that we have the LK to be N hexane, right? And HK to be what? N hexane. And NK, non-key, to be what? N octane, right? Now, the next question. Calculate. This one is very simple. You are the one that will do it, and I will tell you how to do it. Calculate the product composition. How do you calculate this? From what we did last year. How do you calculate product composition? Okay, let's start from here. Let's start from composition in feed stream. So for the feed stream, we have what? N hexane. Please, you need to write it down because it's not in your notes. So that would be what? 30% of our what? Of 100, right? That's 0.3 multiplied by 100 of the feed. It's more like a percentage of what's the name? Erica in the what? In the feed stream. It's not the Erica in the feed stream. It's a percentage of you in the feed stream. Now the next one is what? N hexane, and that's 0.37 multiplied by 100. Then N octane, that's 0.3 multiplied by 100. Can you give me these values? This is a 30, right? 30 mole per hour. Then this is 37 mole per hour, and this is 30 mole per hour. I don't think it's correct. It's a what?
Hexane is 33%.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's 33.
Yeah.
Okay, it means it's 33. Then it's balanced. So because when you add everything together, it must be 100. So that's the first thing. Please write it down, please.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the feed stream composition first.
It's easy. Yes, it's easy. This is the last one additional.
So now, you remember what we did last year? If you want to do the material balance, what's the material balance? That's F. Total material balance will be what? F equal what? D plus what? B. That's equation 1. But please listen and listen well. Please, I beg you. The difference between this question last year is that don't forget that if this one is the total material balance, the composition balance we normally have overall composition balance. We need to have composition for this, and this. So it will be, let's say this one is okay. So it will be for n hexane. So the composition will be what? F multiplied by x n hexane equal D multiplied by what? S n hexane in the distillates plus B multiplied by X n hexane in the what? In the bottom stream. This is equation 2. Let's just 2-1. So the next one will be what? N heptane. So if you want to do this, that will be F multiplied by the composition of X, this is in the feed, of X heptane in the feed, then D multiplied by the composition of N heptane in the distillate, plus B multiplied by X, the composition of N heptane, heptane in the what? Or in the bottom stream. That is equation 2-2. So the next one, because we need to get the composition balance based on each composition. That's what I'm saying. Last year for binary mixture, what do? The composition balance is just, we always say the composition balance is what? F, SF, right? Equal D, SD plus what? B, S what? B. You remember? But because we have 3 components, we have to write for N hexane, write for N heptane, write for N octane. So instead of having 2 equations like binary mixture, we have equation based on the number of what? Number of components we have. So if you have 7 components, it means we have what about 8 equations. So maybe what I will do is that, what should I do? I want to make this complex for you. Should I? Because if I give you an assignment that is more complex and the exam is not complex, it will help you. Because you have already treated the complex one as an assignment. So when you have a less complex one in the exam, it will be difficult. So for the last one, that is N octane. The equation for N octane. That will be F multiplied by X octane in the feed equal D multiplied by X octane in the distillate plus B. Please, I don't like you talking in the class. Just focus. X N octane in the bottom. So this is what? Equation 3. So we have 4 equations together. Do we understand, please? If you don't understand, let me know. Do we understand? Simeon, do you understand? Yeah. It's simple. The only difference is that we are dealing with what? Multi-component. So, I'm not tall. Should I raise it up? And it's heavy. So let's do it this way. It's because we have a smaller. It's different from the other one, the other place. So we can use the digital board. That's this one is. So now, can someone tell me what we can do here to solve this out? So we now look at the equation that is complete to solve D and B. Please make sure you finish writing this because I will clean this now. So now, how do we do this? So we now look for the equation that is what? That is balanced. When you look at this one now, we have composition for heptane and we have for hexane. Can someone solve that for us? Can someone solve that for us? How can we get B and D?
So you got D. Yep. Okay. D equals B minus 100. Yeah. Wait. So you got it 1 to B. D equals B minus 100.
No, it's 100 minus B. It's F minus B. D is F minus B.
Yeah.
If I did.
So you took B to the other side. You take B to the other side, B equals minus. So minus B plus 100. 100 minus B.
Yeah. Just continue.
Right.
Yeah.
D equals leave D here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 100 minus B. Hexane compression 100 times 32. That's 32. We're going 0.99 D plus 0.01 B. Yeah.
Can we solve that? Can you attempt it? Or else I'll make it your assignment. Because we did that last year.
D plus 0.1 B. D is now minus B plus 100. Yeah. 32.
So let's try it out.
Minus 0.01. No, I'm pretty sure it's got.
Right.
Pretty sure it's got.
No, because it might make sense, right? Because B is 100.
Yeah, that's right.
Hexane is 0.33.
Yeah, that's right.
0.99 hexane and 0.0 hexane.
Yeah,
100 times 0.33
that's 32.
is 0.99 times D.
Yeah, that's right. I got the same thing.
Yeah, okay. And
then something like that.
yeah, hold on. 33 equals 0.99.
So why not be wearing pencil? Have a fancy pencil.
33
Yeah.
and then 33 equals 0.99 plus.
Okay, we have this. So that is the total composition. And when you look at this, we calculate for each component. Let's start from hexane. Because it's hexane, yeah, hexane. We have 0, okay, if you want to get the composition balance, that's 0.3, that's composition of hexane, multiplied by 100, right? Then, here, the reason why we focus on hexane is the what? Light key. If hexane here, please look here. If hexane here is 0.01, right? Then it means n hexane at the distillation is what? 0.99. Right? If n heptane is 0.011 here, it means n heptane is what? 0.99. Do we understand? So, and don't forget, octane here is what? Is 0. So, we'll come back to this later. So it means we have for hexane, we can get 0.33 multiplied by 100 equals 0.99 multiplied by D plus 0.01. That way, please listen, please. Hello, please listen. And for the bottom side, we have 0.01. Then it means we have a complete equation here, and we have a complete equation here also. See? Where is it? We have a complete equation here. Because this one will be what? F, that's 100, equals to F plus what? D. So this is equation 1. And we can make this one equation 2. And solve both simultaneously. And when we solve this both simultaneously, we're able to get our distillate product to be what? 32.65. And we have the bottom product to be what? 67.3. Please, when you get home, I want you to solve this and be sure this is the correct answer. So if something is wrong, let me know on time. Don't wait until the exam week. So from here, we are able to get the bottom product and the what? And the top product, which is this today. So D and B or W, whatever it is, we are able to get the answer. So at the top of the distillate, at the top here, we have heptane, right? We have heptane, right? So we can get the value of heptane here. Because here we have it to be 0.01, right? The value will be multiplied by D. What is the D we got here? 32.65, right? So 32.65. So that's what we have asked to get. So this is the value for what? Exact value for heptane. Then this one is 0.99. We multiply this one also by what? By distillate. Distillate is the same thing. 32.65. So we get the value also. Right? Octane is 0, right? So it has no value. So for this one too, for the bottom product, we have this one heptane to be this. So we multiply this one also to get each value. So for the products, for each of the products, that's what they were asked to get. So we have to get it for this product, for this product, for this product. Please check this one, very important. If I like, I can give you the same question in the exam.
I use octane to try and calculate what the E was going to be, but it's meant that it's
Confused.
to how it works.
Octane. Don't use octane. You need to use. You know the reason why. The reason why is that octane is not the targeted product. Are you with me? Octane is not the targeted product, and from the equation, we already have the value to be removed. So for the hexane, we have 0.01, and for the heptane, and that one is more than enough. For octane, that is 0.
It's just because
you are taking the easier route.
Yeah,
no,
it's a nice one.
it's wrong.
Well, shouldn't it be the same though?
Well, you are not concerned about octane because octane is not even the targeted product. So why are you concerned about it? So you start from hexane or heptane, then you get the right result, right?
Yeah.
So we get for the top product and for the bottom product. Can you do me a favor? Can you solve this one and make it clearer and send it to me maybe tomorrow? Is it possible? Can someone do that for me? Or maybe all of you. I want to check. Oh, that is easy as mine. It's easy, right? Okay, let me see. Thank you. Yes, but you have the bottom product and you have this. You have to get the composition. It says composition of each. Okay. No.
No?
Follow this one.
Why not? It's the same answer.
not the same answer. See, did you get your hexane to be 32.32? Huh? Did you get this one? Octane like this for the bottom product?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Let me see.
67.
But it's wrong. Can you see the value is wrong?
0.544.
No, you need to multiply it by distillates. Like for example, oh good. Can you give me a pen? So the product will be what? This multiplied by what? 67.35. Right, so forth. So that's what I asked you to get for me.
So once you calculate that, you multiply that by.
You multiply by each. Because you already have the value for this, for the top.
Percentage of the weight.
You said? You know something until you start, start from the beginning, you won't understand.
76.
So this is right.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Can you give me the pen? Please make sure you understand. And if you are shy, you can ask from your friend. Or should I use marker? Okay. We have
From this point, I've got to multiply it with
yeah, this is for the feet shred.
yeah.
This is
So calculate the.
straight. Let's look at distillates straight. That's the top product. Distillate string. That would be F. This start from hexane. F multiplied by
Yeah, so that's the
hexane, right? So SF equal D XD plus what? B SD, right? For this one now, for hexane, that would be what? F 100 multiplied by hexane is what? 0.33. D, you got it to be what? 32.65.
And then
Multiplied by XD. For hexane is what?
okay.
0.99.
Yeah.
0.99. Plus B, we got the B to be what? 67.3. Is it 35?
Yeah.
Multiplied by XB. Since we were able to get that is it hexane or FT? Okay, hexane. Here, oh, damn. Okay, here hexane is what? 0.99.
Yeah.
So here will be what? 0.01.
Yeah.
So it will be 0.01. You can now see from here.
You do that for all three. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that.
Yeah,
So we can do it for the whole thing. Do you have any question, please? Do we all understand? Please, if you don't understand, let me know. Venera, do you understand? Afia? You want me to leave the class? But the way all of you looking at me, I see what I see. Do you understand that? So it's very simple. So that is for boats. That is for boats. So next class, so you can try this out. Is the solution here? Sorry, before next class, finish up this, but you don't need this. This is next class. So you can finish up, you can attempt this. You can attempt this and let's see what we get. Then next class we start with first equation. So please, I beg you. You don't need more than 2 hours or an hour to finish this. I need to revise it. Don't wait for it to accumulate.
Exercise 4, yeah?
Exercise 4, try it out please. It's very simple, it's just the same way you finish the other one. Just the same thing. And if you like, I can add more to this as an exam for you. So the one I know that you are not serious with is going to come out in the exam. So please, if I ask you to do anything, make sure you do it. That's that about it. Do you have any question, please? Any question? So let me check if I can.
Yeah, so we remember we did react to term 1 and term 2, right? We learned the basics in term 1. It's all together.
I really don't know all the modules.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Yeah.
I just don't
But
like
imagine learning react to term 1 and term 2 together. Like, cool.
so they use that sustainability.
Not sustainable, just a reactor.
And I'm saying, because you know how we have sustainability also.
Yeah.
So it's 4 hours straight of that.
Yeah. Always.
Cool. Could not do that.
No, good thing we did it.
To get pieces. I don't know. In exam was-
I noticed what happened last year is happening again. Most of you are not coming to class, and at the end of the day, you complain. Tell me, how will you be able to understand this if it depends on the PowerPoint? Tell me, how do you expect someone who is not in this class to pass this exam? Just understand this.
It's their choice.
No, it's their choice. By the end of the day, they blame it on the lecturer. So please, tell your friends to always come to class. So I've tried my best. See the way I'm sweating. And someone will fail. I won't be happy. Please, I beg you. Afia. Why are you shaking your head? Heba or Ebe.
You can say Amin as well.
I mean, are you sure? Okay. Because I feel bad most of the time when I call your name wrongly. Sorry. Andrew.
Hello.
Who is Liam is not in this class today. What happened? Oh, Casero is not here. Who is this? Craig. Oh, good man.
Yes.
Sarah San. Jay. Okay. Joseph. Okay. Kainat is not here. Nazia. Omar. Why they repeated your name?
Because I didn't put down my middle name and for some reason I put common.
Oh.
So
Amika?
I'm doing to be a common.
Debika?
That's in my degree.
Bavik?
That's going to be my
Erica? Valan is not here. Venera is here. So we have 14. Oh, is it good? I think this is better. That's 14 out of 18. That's good. 77%. Okay, I think we are good to go. So make sure I gave you 2 assignments. The one we are unable to finish, and the example exercise 4. Please make sure you finish it. Okay, that's that about that. Complete this. So this exercise 4, please attempt it.